We all know that feeling, right? The feeling of time just slipping through our fingers. But what if I told you that the time on your watch, on your phone, what if that isn't the real story? Today, we are diving into a really radical idea from the philosopher Martin Heidegger that might just change how you see every single moment of your life.
I mean, think about how we talk about time. We say we take it, we lose it, we try to save it, like it's some kind of resource, something you can have in a bank account that just runs out. But Heidegger asks this really strange, almost simple question. Where does this time come from? Where are we taking it from? It's weird. We almost never stop to think about what time even is.
The common sense view, and this goes all the way back to Aristotle, is that time is like a river. It's this continuous flow that we're all just kind of floating in. It was here long before us, and it'll be flowing long after we're gone. But Heidegger just throws a giant wrench in that whole idea. He suggests that, no, time isn't something external to us at all. In fact, in a much, much deeper sense, time is us.
Okay, so to really get what Heidegger's talking about, we first have to get super clear on the concept we're all used to. Let's just call it clock time, or ordinary time. This is the time we deal with, that we reckon with, every single day.
So, what is this ordinary time? Well, it's that familiar, steady parade of nows, right? Each moment pops up, becomes the present, and then, poof, it's gone. Vanished into the past, instantly replaced by the next now that's arriving from the future. It feels like this endless, relentless forward march.
And we usually picture it as a straight line. Behind us is what Heidegger would call the now no longer. That's the past, it's gone. Ahead of us is the now not yet. That's the future. And we're standing on this single, tiny, fleeting point, the now. And this ordinary clock time has a few key features. For one, it's public. My 3 p.m. is your 3 p.m. It also feels infinite, like it just stretches endlessly forward and backward. It's sequential, one now right after another. And of course, we measure it. We use clocks to count all those nows as they fly by. This is the time of deadlines, of appointments, of history books.
Okay, so here's the crucial point. Heidegger argues that this entire concept of clock time, as useful as it is really just a simplified, he calls it a leveled off version of something much more fundamental. It's kind of like looking at a flat 2D map of a huge 3D mountain range. Yeah, you get some information, but you are totally missing the real depth.
So, what is that deeper reality? Well, this is where we get into what Heidegger calls primordial temporality. And this is the game changer. This is the time that we are, not the time that we have.
This is the big shift in thinking. Instead of seeing yourself as a person moving through time, Heidegger says your very existence, your being, is time. Your being is this constant stretching out across past, present, and future all at the same time. It's not a line. It's a dynamic, unified whole.
Let's break that down. First, he says we are always ahead of ourselves. What does that mean? It means we're fundamentally pointed toward the future. You are always living in terms of your possibilities, your projects, your goals. Your future isn't just some point waiting for you down the line. It's actively pulling you forward in every single moment.
At the very same time, we're what Heidegger calls thrown. We're just thrown into a specific family, a specific culture, a language, a body. This is our past. It's something we didn't choose, but it profoundly shapes all of our possibilities. It's not just something that happened back there. It's part of who you are right now.
And finally, we have the present. Heidegger says we fall into the present concernfully. This is just our everyday engagement with the world, answering emails, making dinner, driving to work. We get absorbed, even lost, in all the immediate tasks right in front of us. The present is where our future projects and our thrown past actually meet the world.
And this, right here, is the key takeaway. For Heidegger, these are not three separate boxes, past, present, future. Nope, they are a single, unified dance. In every now, you are projecting into your future. You are carrying your thrown past, and you are engaged with the world. You are a unity of all three at once. Okay, so this raises a huge question, right? If our being is this rich, unified thing, this temporality, then why on earth do we almost exclusively experience time as that simple, flat line of nows? How does the dance become a straight line?
Heidegger calls this the leveling off process. It starts when we just get lost in our daily concerns, focusing only on the now. And for convenience, we adopt public time, the impersonal time of, as he puts it, the they, or just everyone. But the deepest reason for this shift, the real engine behind it all, is that we're running away from a difficult truth about our own personal time, the fact that it ends.
And this is probably the most profound part of this whole analysis. Our experience of time is deeply, deeply connected to our relationship with our own mortality.
I mean, think about it. Clock time is comforting, isn't it? The clock just keeps ticking, the calendar pages keep turning. It suggests a process that's totally endless, a process that's going to continue long after we're gone. It creates this sense of stability, and it neatly removes our own personal endpoint from the entire picture.
Wow, this quote just gets right to the heart of it. Public time belongs to the they, to society, to everyone and no one, and the they doesn't die. It's this anonymous, ongoing thing. But death, Heidegger insists, is the one single thing that is absolutely 100% yours. You can't delegate it. So by focusing on this infinite public time, we can conveniently look away from our own finite personal time.
Okay, so what's the upshot of all this? What's the point? Heidegger isn't just describing two different theories of time for fun. He's describing two fundamentally different ways of living.
On one side, you've got what he calls inauthentic existence. This is life lived by the clock, constantly busy, always feeling like we're losing time. It's a way of running from our own finitude by just getting lost in the now. But on the other side is authentic existence, and this means facing your own finitude, your own end, head on. And paradoxically, Heidegger says, when you do that, you suddenly find you always have time for what's truly essential.
This table just sums up the whole journey beautifully. You've got ordinary time, which is a linear sequence of nows, versus our primordial temporality, which is a unified structure. Ordinary time is infinite and public, our temporality is finite and deeply personal. Living by the clock leads to an inauthentic falling into the everyday, while embracing our temporality allows for an authentic resolutionist. And the focus shifts from just the fleeting now to a future that gives our entire life meaning. So in the end, Heidegger leaves us with a really challenging thought. The ticking clock, it measures something for sure, but it doesn't measure the rich, dynamic, and finite reality of your existence. It doesn't capture your projects, your past, your possibilities. So the final question isn't what time is it, but rather what is your time, your unique and finite temporality trying to tell you?